Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I'm Ila Susan with the news. First, the headlines. Nagaland Minister Temchen Imna Along says second phase of post-metric scholarship to be disbursed once central share is received. Minister Temchen Imna Along expresses regret over incident of Kaziranga University in Assam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says next-gen GST reforms to come into force on the first day of Navratri. And Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to embark on official visit to Morocco. And now the news in detail. Nagaland Minister of Higher Education Temchen Imna Along today informed that the second phase of post-metric scholarship will be disbursed once the department receives the central share from the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Addressing the media in Kohima, Mr. Along said the department has already examined and compiled the Statement of Expenditure of 2024-25 and had sent it as directed by the Ministry. On the scholarship nodal cell, he said that the Chief Secretary had directed all alliance departments that a nodal cell is to be reformed under the Higher Education Department. The minister added that formalities and procedures are in process and very soon the nodal cell will be established and proper linkages will be done with the rest of the departments that give scholarships to the students of Nagaland.
Proceed to get the central share of the post-metric scholarship from the Government of India, Ministry of Tribal Affairs. The last correspondence from the ministry was in September 15, where they had asked for the statement of expenditure and for the requirement of 2024-5, and the department has examined all those and have already complied with the statement of expenditure and has already sent it to the ministry. I'm sure that the scholarship will be, the central share will be released to the state very soon. And once it is released to the state, we will make sure that within no time it will be dispersed to the remaining students who have not received their post-metric scholarship.
The Minister of Higher Education, Nagaland Temchen Imna Along, has expressed regret over the incident of Kaziranga University in Assam, where a Naga student made certain remarks related to late Zubeen Garg, an artist who died in a scuba diving incident in Singapore. Addressing the media, Mr. Along said a BTech civil engineering student from Nagaland had spoken disrespectful words about late Zubeen Garg, which has caused huge displeasure to the Assamese students and the public, leading to public outrage and disruptions. The minister said upon hearing the incident, the state government got in touch with the Assam Chief Minister's office. He expressed gratitude over the swift action from the MP Jorhat, Deputy Commissioners and SPs of both Mokokchung and Jorhat, as well as the DGP of Nagaland in bringing the situation under control. The minister also appealed to the students in Kaziranga University to refrain from any kind of emotional outbursts in social media or digital platforms. At this time, many people are mourning the untimely passing away of late Zubeen Garg.
There are hundreds of students there. Thousands have passed out from Kaziranga University, especially Nagas. I personally have been to Kaziranga University 2 years ago, and it is a very, very renowned university in that part of Assam. And technically, logistically and management, they are one of the best in the Northeast. So I don't think there would be any much kind of a disciplinary action or anything like that. Yes, we are sorry for what our boy has spoken about.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the next-gen GST reforms will come into force from tomorrow on the first day of Navratri. Addressing the nation this evening, Mr. Modi said the GST Budget Utsav will begin from tomorrow and people can buy their choice of goods at a lesser price. He added that the nation's growth story will be changed with these reforms, and youth, new middle class, farmers, women and entrepreneurs will greatly benefit from this budget utsav. He highlighted that every state will be an equal partner in the journey of the nation's development. Prime Minister said his government has simplified the tax system. He said dozens of taxes were done away with after the efforts of the centre and states. Mr. Modi said essential items, medicines, health insurance, among others, have come under the ambit of 5% tax. Mr. Modi said his government is moving ahead with the mantra of Nagrik Devo Bhava. Prime Minister also made a strong push for manufacturing in India. He urged MSMEs to manufacture best quality products that bring pride to the nation.
Next generation GST reforms लागू हो जाएंगे। एक तरह से कल से देश में जीएसटी बचत उत्सव शुरू होने जा रहा है। इस जीएसटी बचत उत्सव में आपकी बचत बढ़ेगी और आप अपनी पसंद की चीजों को और ज्यादा आसानी से खरीद पाएंगे।
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will embark on an official visit to Morocco today. This will mark the first ever visit of a Raksha Mantri to the North African country, highlighting the growing strategic convergence between India and Morocco. During the visit, Mr. Singh will hold bilateral meetings with his Moroccan counterpart Abdeltif Loudiyi to strengthen defence, strategic and industry cooperation. He will also attend the inauguration of Tata Advanced Systems, Morocco's new manufacturing facility for the wheeled armoured platform at Berekit. This facility is the first ever Indian defence manufacturing plant in Africa, which marks an important milestone that reflects the growing global footprint of India's defence industry under the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative.
A bilateral meeting with my counterpart, Abdelatif Loudiyi. A key highlight of the visit will be the inauguration of Tata Advanced Systems, Morocco's new manufacturing facility for the field armoured platform 8x8 at Berekit. Now, this facility is the first ever Indian defence manufacturing plant in Africa that marks an important milestone that reflects the growing global footprint of India's defence industry. I will also interact with the Indian community in Rabat, unquote. Ties between India and Morocco have gained momentum since His Majesty King Mohammed VI's meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2015 in India. Now, the upcoming visit is expected to add fresh energy to this partnership, particularly in the defence and strategic sectors.
The government has refuted claims about a notice issued in the name of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, which directed Hindi news channels to avoid using excessive Urdu words in their broadcasts and to appoint language experts. The fact-check unit of the Press Information Bureau has termed the claim as misleading. It clarified that the ministry has not issued any such directive to the channels. It stated that the ministry had only forwarded a viewer's complaint to the concerned channels under the provisions of the Cable Television Networks Regulation Act. The government has urged citizens not to fall for such misleading claims and rely only on official sources for verified information.
संबंधित नोटिस चैनलों को भेजी है और चैनलों को निर्देश दिया गया है कि वो शिकायतकर्ता को की गई कार्रवाई से अवगत कराएं और संबंधित नियमों के अनुसार मंत्रालय को भी सूचित करें। सरकार ने किसी एक शिकायतकर्ता की शिकायत पर चैनलों को नोटिस भेजा, न कि उर्दू के इस्तेमाल के लिए।
And now let's take a short break. Please stay with us.
पुलिस
मिस सीमा
जी
अभी पुलिस स्टेशन आई है। रुकिए, वरना घर आ जाएंगे।
क्यों? लेकिन मैं
अकेले दूसरे कमरे में जाइए। आपका बेटा हमारे कस्टडी में है और आप डिजिटल अरेस्ट में हो।
डिजिटल अरेस्ट?
1 लाख दो, बच जाओगे।
इतने पैसे?
अच्छा ठीक है, एक लिंक भेजिए। अभी प्रोसेसिंग के लिए 30,000 दो, वरना बेटा जेल जाएगा।
जेल तो तुम जाओगे। तुम्हारा चेहरा रिकॉर्ड हो चुका है।
अरे
डिजिटल अरेस्ट जैसा कुछ नहीं होता, ये सब फ्रॉड है। इसीलिए पैनिक ना करें। पुलिस, बैंक, आरबीआई इत्यादि के नाम पर आने वाले साइबर अपराधियों के फोन या वीडियो कॉल से सावधान रहें। उन्हें पैसे ना भेजें और तुरंत पुलिस में रिपोर्ट करें।
हेलो मम्मा।
आरबीआई कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
And welcome back. The national award-winning film Jalo Jeete Hain is being screened nationwide today across lakhs of schools and nearly 500 cinema halls to mark the 75th birthday of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It is inspired by a childhood incident from the life of Prime Minister Modi. The film tells the story of a young boy, Naru, who is deeply influenced by Swami Vivekananda's philosophy and strives to make a difference in his small world. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has described the film as a cinematic tribute to the philosophy and ideals of Swami Vivekananda. Its special re-release commenced on the 17th of this month and will continue till the 2nd of October. Moving on, the organizing committee members of the Northeast Integration Rally, or NEIR, have expressed deep grief at the sudden demise of legendary singer Zubeen Garg, describing him as a cultural force who gave voice to the idea of unity in the region. NEIR founder and CEO Biswadeep Gupta said the organizing committee has decided to dedicate its upcoming events in Garg's memory. He said Zubeen was very vocal about the integration of Northeast India with more than 38,000 songs in nearly 40 languages. His contribution to society and culture is enormous. The NEIR has further resolved to celebrate Garg's contributions during its upcoming rally, describing him not only as a celebrated singer but also a unifying voice for the entire region. Moving on, India's Anand Kumar Velkumar clinched gold in the men's 42-kilometer marathon and made history at the 2025 World Speed Skating Championships in China. He won 2 golds and a bronze. It is his 3rd medal at the ongoing event. The 22-year-old Anand Kumar became India's first ever speed skating world champion just days after taking gold in the 1,000 meter with a record time of 1:24.92 and bronze in the 500 m sprint. Mr. Velkumar's journey began on a cement badminton court near his home with humble beginnings that fueled a 15-year dream. His international breakthrough came in 2021 with a silver at the Junior World Championships, a first for India, followed by a bronze at World Games earlier this year. With this landmark performance, Mr. Velkumar has firmly placed Indian speed skating on the global map. And now let's take a look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Mongkokchung had a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinebuto had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. Phek had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And to end the news, here's a recap of our top stories. Nagaland Minister Temjin Imna Along says second phase of the post-matric scholarship to be disbursed once Central's share is received. Minister Temjin Imna Along expresses regret of an incident of Kaziranga University in Assam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says next-gen GST reforms to come into force on the first day of Navratri. And Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to embark on an official visit to Morocco. And with this, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. Have a good evening.